Alright guys, so we are almost done with third cutting, and I got to thinking, I haven't messed around with the camera on the swather yet. So, I think today is a great day. Let's go bug Blanca for a little while. See if we can't frustrate her playing with the camera. Hi, Blanca. Say hi to the internet.
Hi.
Internet, say hi. You guys be nice. I can't tell you guys how excited Blanca is to be on a video. Huh. Okay, so if you've never been inside of a swather, it's really similar to combine. Hydrostatic drive, lots of buttons to push. She's got all kinds of fancy buttons in that computer over there that even I don't understand, which is why we let her do it, not me. This cab really floats.
Yeah.
How many times a day do you feel like it's gonna fall off?
Oh, a lot of times.
I hate driving this thing. The really big difference between this and like a combine though is the rear wheels are just crazy wheels. There is no steering in them. All the steering is done with the front wheels. So it's really easy to turn some cool donuts in this thing. Does that thing beep like that every time when you turn?
Yes. I don't know how it got louder, but I guess it magically did.
Oh yeah. So there's the handle. A million little buttons. What, you want to hold the camera?
No. I thought you were giving it to
Alright guys, I'm in the swather. If you couldn't tell from Blanca's interview, she was a little nervous, wasn't real comfortable on camera, but thanks Blanca for at least doing that a little bit. That was awesome. So, here is some more about the screen. So, the basic start page that it's in right now, well, was in. So I go back to here. This shows you what all the buttons do. The one cool thing about these swathers is, as you can see, nothing is labeled other than auto steer. Everything on there can be programmed to do whatever you want. Our basics, you know, that one's raise and lower. And then this guy is your tilt forward and back. I'll show you outside stuff later. But, I mean, you can go into everything in here. Here's where you change your transmission gears. This is showing your header pressure. So, side to side, you can get some different float going. I mean, it's kind of unreal how many things you can get into. You can go into the header details. You can go in, change your speed on your header. It says right now it's supposed to be going 2,000 RPM if it was running. And here's where I can change the pressure. Go over here, I can change pressure per side. So it's kind of unreal how many options are inside that computer. Because if you look around, here's a parking brake. That's for a draper belt, so we don't even use that. There's your throttle. That kicks in the header. And then, like I said, hydrostatic drive, just like the chopper, just like the combine. Just a whole new series of buttons. So, I'm going to shut this back off. I'll go open the hood so you guys can see how the inner workings of this are. Okay, so the header is 16 foot wide. And it's got 10 what we call turtlebacks. These things all spin in a variety of different directions. Most of them are alternating, but then the ends go the same, so it's complicated. Here's the knives. This is what does all the cutting. There's one on each end. That does everything right there, that little guy. It's kind of unreal how much material can flow through this with that being the only thing. So that's what cuts it off clean. When I was talking about tilting the header forward and back, it basically tilts this entire head forward and back, and it adjusts the angle of this to get you closer or further away from the ground type of deal. Those guys, conditioner rollers, that is what makes this machine pretty awesome. Because for a little while, I do believe they were the only company that had the double conditioner set up like this. What that is all that crop goes through. Stick that down. All that crop goes through right here. And then it goes through the ones behind it, and then out the back, like you saw, or will see, whatever. Like you'll see in this video. What those do, that crimps the crop. It literally kinks it to enable it to dry out. Without those, the alfalfa would take much, much longer to dry down. With our 100-degree days we're having right now, what is today? Today's Wednesday. So that'll lay Thursday, Friday, get raked Saturday, get baled up Saturday night, Sunday morning. Without those, you'd add a couple more days onto that timeline at least. Oh, what else is there to show you on this now that it's not moving? That's just drive lines in there, nothing too crazy. So I was talking about how this thing is driven. You can see the giant hydraulic lines going in there. That's how the motor turns for each tire. One on each end. I said the back end doesn't do any steering. This is what I mean. I mean, it is literally the definition of just a crazy wheel. It's just a free spinning wheel back here. You can make this thing do some crazy donuts, like I said. You can make that tire sit still and that one go full speed. Or, like a zero-turn mower, you can turn it tight enough to where one tire is going forward, one tire is going backwards. Lots of fun, trust me. I grew up running swathers, so I know a few tricks with them. But yeah, that is the rundown of the swather. Later this fall, when we get swathing feed, I'll make sure and get you guys some video of that too, because it's kind of incredible to take, 15-foot tall crop and shove it through there. So, with that, talk to you guys later. Alright, everybody say bye, Blanca. And as Blanca so helpfully pointed out, I keep forgetting to say, make sure to like, share, and subscribe.